Hello, assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. On my previous video, we figured out that there was a murder in a house. 5 victims, 4 dead, 1 survived. The survivor still in critical condition. We also find a suspect, the beanie guy. We haven't got his identity yet. He had a large wound on his back, and we know that because there was a witness. Okay, let's check another video with lots of keywords. Let's try witness. Okay, got one.
So no 911
Let's
call?
watch.
Nothing like that I can listen to?
No, our offices were called here directly by a local witness, and a call like that would be released later, most likely at your trial.
I just want to know why they think it was me.
Yeah, he must be curious. Let's try beanie. He's wearing a beanie.
I just got off the phone with Jerry Campbell. Jerry and I go way back. He sometimes gives guys like you a shot working in his garage. I don't know why. Too much Seattle in him, I guess. Says a drifter named Caleb started working for him about a week ago. Funny thing is, the guy would always wear a hat. So I asked him. The hat wouldn't happen to be a purple beanie, wouldn't? Guess what he said?
What, you called him and he said that I work there? Again, I don't recall doing that. I don't feel like I've been working there. Look at my hands, they're clean. I'm no mechanic. Are you sure you got the right person? Wouldn't I have some pay slips from them or something?
Your payment arrangements with Jerry aren't important right now. We're here to talk about the murders. The murders and attempted murder of 5 innocent people. And you're dicking me around right now. You gonna confirm your name?
You called them. Look, I told you I didn't remember my name. What do you want from me? That's not illegal, is it? Maybe I don't have a name. Maybe I'm a free person.
He still doesn't remember his name.
So yeah, my bag has a bunch of stuff. Clothes, papers, camping supplies. Good work. Look, the knife's probably for hunting. I didn't kill anyone with it, and the pipe... I'm innocent. Not sure how that got there. It's probably not mine.
Oh, I'm sure it's not yours. Unfortunately, that's not how possession laws work here. Forensic is looking into
They're
that.
not going to find anything on the knife. You know that. There was no murder. No murderers. I'll probably take my stuff and get out of here in like an hour. Oh, excuse me. I'll take my hobo junk, as you say, and leave.
Well, actually, there is another thing I'm kind of curious about amongst your crap. This guy right here. Recognize that? Looks like you have been in Port Landsend. My account. That's a business card from Jerry's garage. And on the back is Jerry's personal number. Any idea what that's about?
Evidence. Well. Look what we got here. He knows a Jerry.
Give him his name. Wouldn't even bother to keep asking him for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of the whole amnesia act, too. So, we did find out one interesting thing on the phone. We got your full name, or the name you gave Jerry at least.
So?
He said it's Caleb. Caleb Bell. Does that ring any bells, Caleb Bell?
Bell? That's my name?
Yeah, Caleb Bell. Is that confusing? I don't get what's so confusing about it.
I don't either. You know, it's only a matter of time before we find everything out with you. You might as well drop the act. It's only hurting your case. Jerry said you were paid cash and didn't have a fixed address. We'll just keep showing up. Said you were working there over the last 2 weeks, up until 3 days ago, and that was it. Stopped coming in then. So, We know you were working there at least a couple of days.
Okay. Good to know. That still doesn't make me a murderer.
Caleb Bell. So, he was working in Jerry's garage. What's this? Oh, it's just audio file.
We have some news about your identity. We think you know more about who you are. You want to know?
I mean, you told me I was Caleb Bell, but yeah, sure.
Okay. So your mugshot was processed earlier through our National Felon and Missing Persons database. It uses facial recognition software to look for potential matches in database across the country. Now, we've added your name, your alias. Takes a while, but we have a partial match to a personal photo sent in by a family member years ago about a Colby Bell. Does that sound familiar?
Now his name is Colby Bell. What's up, hey, Captain?
We know you murdered them, Colby, or Caleb, whatever name you're going with by now. You were the only one coming out of that house right after in the morning. That doesn't look good. I've seen the bodies and I will never forget what I saw, what you did to them. It's only a matter of time until we find something else to put you away for good. Evidence technicians are going through the scene right now. Some piece of forensics will pop up. Something else. Some other mistake. A guy like you makes mistakes. Right now, we just want to know why. Why kill them so brutally?
No.
You're sick. You murdered them all in cold blood.
There were no murders.
There were murders, Caleb. While we talk about your sad past, we have to remember there are 5 victims here. What about the futures for the victims' families? Have you thought about that? Look, Caleb, I'm going to be honest with you. I was a first responder to the crime scene today. I requested to be the lead on this case, which has been granted. I think you're sick. You really just need someone to talk to. And we're here. We're going to figure this out. In fact, I'm just about to give my deposition and statement about what I saw. Combined with the preliminary evidence, evasive responses, things aren't looking good.
Why do you think it was me? A lot of people look like me. What motive do I have? It could be anyone.
That's something we're going to find out.
Oh, unlock. What's that? Hey, another message. Which do I look first? Let's look at the message first. Let's watch the other videos.
Wow. And it keeps going. Contender for Novel of the Year. This is all very fascinating. Let's get right into this. You know why you're being questioned. So, tell us.
You insult me? You make fun of me and you want me to answer your questions?
No one's making fun of you, Caleb. But you really don't have a choice about answering the questions. Let's talk about motive then. Maybe you just finally snapped after bumming around for 20 years.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't you cut the crap and level with us? We know you walked out on your family 20 years ago. Your brother was still looking for you as of last year. How does that make you feel? Do you feel anything at all? Can you? I think you're a monster personally, but enough with the not remembering act. Why don't you tell me what the hell happened in that house last night?
I said I don't remember. So my name is Caleb, and I worked as a mechanic. And someone claims I was at this house, even though I was a few miles away when you found me hours later today.
What's that sound for? Error. Whoa! What happened to him? You guys see that, right? Right? Is he sick or something? Another message pop out. Now is the time to unlock the other suspect. Yeah. What? 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 Lieutenant Colton?
Thank you, parents.
Hey, what's going on here? The title says suspect.
Alright, we're ready.
We got a full house.
Yeah, busy day with all the comings and goings surrounding the news. Appreciate you doing this in here since the main floor is so busy and loud today.
Ah, no problem. Although I do feel like a suspect sitting in this room.
Oh, like a suspect.
I told them we needed more than one trick room for times like these, or when the city really goes to hell.
Small town, small priority, I guess.
Exactly.
Alright, go ahead whenever you're ready, Jeff. We're rolling.
My name is Lieutenant Jeffrey Colton. I'm a police officer with the Portland Landsend Municipal Authority, badge number 20145. Here to give a statement, deposition as to what I witnessed at 221 First Avenue East, the Morgan House, here in town this morning. Today is October 31st, 2012. I'm entering this statement on my own accord and submit it for official record.
This is just a statement. But why the title? A suspect.
Yesterday morning, we received a call to respond to dispatch approximately 9:15. Somebody walked by the house in the morning, described a mid-sized, two-story Victorian house typical of the area. They had noticed a window next to the front door was shattered and the front door was open, so they called us in to assume that it was a break-in. I was in the area, so I pulled up and was the first responder to the scene. The neighbor who called in is an older resident who lives down the street, and with the summer rentals here, she thought someone might have broken in looking for something to steal. It happens occasionally here in town.
Evidence. Oh, this is the house. The house. It looks terrible.
So I walked up to the house, which is older, a bit run down, maybe just uncared for. Weeds, overgrown bushes, that sort of thing. Walked up the path, up to the stoop, and onto the front porch, immediately noticing damage to the front door. As I reported, I confirmed the damage, shattered glass, splintered wood. It looked broken into. The door was still closed and I could see inside through the white curtain. I made the decision to enter the premises at that point, yanked open the door, still thinking I was entering a robbery scene. You know, we don't get a lot of violent crime here, so I had no reason to think otherwise. The odd bar fight, theft, anyway, nothing too serious. So I called out I was entering, announcing myself. The front hallway was narrow, dark, even though it was light outside. Well, overcast. Inside it was messy. The doors to the side rooms, dining room, and the sitting room were closed, and some leaves had blown in all the way. I know college kids were staying there now, and there was a typical college kids things and stuff lying around. Bag of clothes, sports equipment, empty beer boxes, that sort of stuff. At the end of the hall, the living room door was closed, but it was damaged. A lot of houses in the neighborhood are old with doors to each room and all have the same or similar layout, so I felt comfortable walking and checking on things. The living rooms are always in the back here. So I walked past the staircase, down the narrow hall, and about halfway down, I noticed some gashes on the wall, like on the front door, and I thought it was soy sauce. Or my mind went there to soy sauce because we had a neighborhood prowler a few years ago who still is actually in jail on another crime. He worked at the local sub shop, but he would film vacationers through their windows. He apparently became so obsessed with this group of guys staying next to him that he broke into their place, sprayed condiments all over the walls, and did all sorts of weird things in the rooms and the bathrooms. When we searched his place, he had pictures of him everywhere. Really weird guy. Anyway, that's where my mind went when I saw the stains on the walls. It was condiments. The gashes didn't really raise my alarm either. It was dark, so I thought maybe the kids were having too much fun with the drinking and the partying and whatnot, and that things had got out of hand. So I'm halfway down the entrance hallway, and it's really dark. And I get close to the living room, right to the living room door. At my feet was a large, dark, sticky stain coming from the door. But it was so dark, I couldn't really see what it was. I pushed the door open, and the smell was very strong. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't know if you've ever smelled it. That distinctive smell of the inside of an animal, people in this case. I struggled to open the door because something was in the way, debris. Once I did, inside, immediately in front of me were the victims on the floor and on the furniture. on the walls, everywhere.
So the victims were scattered in the living room. Uh-oh, victims further. No, thank you. Okay, I'll cut in here, guys. Inshallah, next time we'll dig this Lieutenant Colton. What's up with this guy, anyway? What he has to do with this case? Okay, bye everyone. Stay healthy always. Assalamualaikum.